Why women deserve less, okay? I'm tired of this.
Why women deserve less.
How dare you?
Most men are monogamous out of necessity, not because they want to be.
That's why you'll never find the one.
No, I definitely want to have a family. I'm just not going to have one woman. I probably have 3 or 4 wives.
I've seen you lose your patience sometimes with the shows.
All right, get the out.
No problem.
Real talk, get out. Ladies, get out. Take off your headphones, get up, get the out. For a man, you shouldn't get married until you're at least 35. Yeah. Have had sex with 50 girls.
Oh my God. Haram. Haram. Hey. Welcome to the Vibe Show. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode. Today, we are joined by none other than Fresh and Fit. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Now, normally when I start the podcast, I give a little introduction about who my guests are. You know, you guys might not know them. You might. This time, I'm not going to do that. All right, I'm going to start with something else. My friends over here are authors.
This guy.
They've recently written a book. And it's self-explanatory. The book says...
Please show it.
You might as well show it.
Sure.
Why women deserve less.
How dare you?
Oh.
I mean, if that's not an introduction, guys, I don't know what is. Where do I begin with you? Where do I even start?
What inspired this?
Well, see, so in the United States and Western countries in general, there's kind of a thing going on where, you know, feminism is a thing. A lot of women don't respect men in general. And things have really changed in the past 50 to 100 years with feminism. So what's happened is a lot of guys are simping. A lot of guys are wasting a lot of money, effort, resources, etc. in the pursuit of women. And this book basically tells guys most women deserve less, and you need to understand your value and not deal with women that don't reciprocate value back.
All right.
Okay. Okay.
See, now my sister's starting to like, all right,
now
wait, I don't know
I'm starting to like the book. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's you see, you guys, because we're from Miami, but we deal with certain things, right? And this is indicative of any, you know, Western country where feminism is very strong. Here in Dubai, I don't see it's as bad of a prevalent as a problem. But where we're from, it's like a lot of girls. Like there's no positive masculinity. A lot of women are very toxic. They don't really add value back. And a lot of girls look at guys as what can I extract from the relationship versus adding value to the relationship.
But I do want to say, I think a big problem, and I'm going to get killed for this in the comment section, a big problem is men.
Yes.
Yeah, we say all the time that a lot of guys need to get their stuff together.
Okay.
They're adding fuel to the fire.
Yeah. That's the foundation.
Okay, you know, before we go on to the topic, let me do my introduction. Guys, Fresh and Fit, they are one of the...
we went straight
into it, no introduction. They're one of the biggest podcast channels. They live stream. They are generally crazy content creators. And a lot of the times, you guys, how do I explain what you do?
So basically, we're the #1 men's self-improvement podcast. Right?
Yeah.
We cover how to make money on Mondays with our Money Mondays. We talk about dating, how to become attractive on our Womanizer Wednesdays. And then
Womanizer
Wednesdays. And then Friday, we have a show where we bring in a guest or we do a call-in, right? Where they call and ask questions. And then those are the daytime shows. We do those at about 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then we do another show with girls, the After Hours, which a lot of people see the clips of when we're in a panel with a bunch of chicks, kickouts and all that craziness. Yeah, that's the After Hours show. But the daytime show is all male self-improvement, which is where we tell the guys, hey, you want attractive girls, you want a woman to follow your lead, you can't be a bum. And we talk about, you know, all the tenements of masculinity, how to get yourself together.
Now,
and then
how did you guys meet? Are you guys friends?
It is so funny, man. So I used to do YouTube as well, right? Prank videos. You know, gold digger pranks, all that fun stuff.
Okay.
And started popping off on Rollstar. Started going viral. I was like, yes, funny, some traction, get some views. And he used to do fitness videos. So what happened was we had a mutual friend, Solo TV 84. He does like interviews. So he interviewed me, interviewed him. He said, yo, you guys are in the same area. You should link up. I was kind of like, man, he does fitness. I do prank videos. I don't know how's that's going to
How's that match?
Yeah, it doesn't really mix, right? So you know what? Let's give it a try. So he sent me a DM. We spoke for like an hour on the phone. I said, yo, let's get dinner. Went to dinner with my roommate. We talked a little bit. Let's do a podcast. And
well, you're missing a big part.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, I was like, oh, you're a womanizer? Me too? Oh, yeah, okay, cool. That's how we bonded. Because we like have the same... Because when you date in Miami, it's a very competitive marketplace, right? When you're dealing with girls. Because you're dealing with very attractive girls, but everyone and their mom has a house or, you know, any celeb, athlete, whatever. They have a second home, second penthouse, whatever in Miami. So it's very competitive. So any guy that's like good with the ladies to a degree, right? Especially in Miami... You start to tell, and you recognize that. Okay, you do what girls do. Okay, I see you. And then we started said, yo, we should help guys with this because a lot of guys were having problems with this.
And you know what's funny? Our approach is so different because for example, for me, I do online dating for Instagram. He does cold approach, which means for a person, you talk to them one-on-one in person. Yeah. So it's different how we talk to girls, but like we get the same results.
So you do online dating and you do in person.
Yeah, dating. I was doing more in person stuff when we met. Like I was real big on like approaching girls and in real life, and making a strong masculine approach, not being a weirdo about it, not being creepy. If she says, "Oh, I have a boyfriend," okay, cool, no problem. Walk away, talk to another girl. Like I'm real big on like, because there's certain things you just simply can't convey online. But we're big on everything. We tell guys, you need to have an online presence. You need to be able to approach her in person. You need to be socially tact. You can't be a weirdo. You have to smell good. You have to dress good. And then we started to realize as we're like doing our podcast that guys were having issues with girls, but the issues weren't stemming from like necessarily like from a game perspective. It was like, you're a bum, you stink, oh, you're fat, etc. Things things that guys need to have in place, right, to become more attractive. And I always tell guys, you don't become attractive for the girls. You become attractive, and the byproduct is the girls.
Question: are you in a relationship?
Right now, as a man of God, we have my options, but maybe one day,
So no. Are you in a relationship?
I have a couple girlfriends.
Are you in a relationship?
Yeah, a few girlfriends. Yeah.
Is it like serious?
Just not monogamous.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah,
are you in a relationship?
No.
Are you?
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
Just wondering because it's like
I don't believe in monogamy. I think it's.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah, sure.
Actually, let's talk about it. Let's not. Not only you push it back in the podcast view duration. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
I think it all starts like, how was your childhood?
I grew up in a Muslim household.
Okay.
My parents are still together, doing great. My mom always followed my dad. My dad was a strong leader. My family's from Sudan originally.
Yeah.
So and I was born in the United States. They came in the 80s, but it was good, man. I mean, we didn't grow up rich or anything.
Yeah.
We grew up fairly poor, but good parents.
And honestly, though, I'm telling you guys, I completely get your view, but I want to just for the sake of this podcast, go completely against it.
Sure.
Like, you had a healthy family. Did your dad ever cheat on your mom?
No. Well, to my knowledge, I don't know.
Yeah. So it was a healthy family. So I asked this
so.
question as in like, look, you had a healthy relationship. I'm sure your mom was very loyal to your dad. As in, obviously you saw that as something nice, but why are you now against that?
Against monogamy?
Yeah.
Well, my dad kind of had to be monogamous out of necessity because he wasn't rich, right?
I don't think so. I think you still can mess around if you're not rich.
Well, I mean, because my parents are way more religious than me. I'm not religious.
Yeah.
So my dad is like, he knows like if you're gonna have a second wife, you need to be able to give her the same resource, same lifestyle as the first one.
No, but okay, that's if you're gonna have a second wife.
Yeah.
Cheating is different.
Oh, but I'm saying I don't believe in being monogamous. I'm open about it though. I don't lie to girls.
You tell your girlfriend.
Yeah, I don't lie about it. Yeah, no.
I think times have kind of changed in a way.
Definitely, I generally agree.
So back when his parents were like definitely like in that time of their era, it was more like, you know what, family together. Nowadays it's more like, okay, what do you do for me? What's this giving me? What's it taking from me? It's kind of different. And
we're big on transparency with it. Like, so I tell guys like, you should be honest to say you don't want to be monogamous, because let's be honest here, most guys don't. Most guys are monogamous out of necessity because they don't have the value or maybe the game or the articulation or whatever to be able to have multiple girls or the charisma or charm. But I tell guys, if you want multiple girls, you should be honest about it so she can go ahead and make a decision.
Choice, yeah.
That's what I'd say. But I also say, don't you think, now I'll get on to, because you said you're not religious, you're, I guess, atheist?
No, I'm
like, you mean you're not very...
I'm a crappy Muslim, but I'm working on it. I'm going to get better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Haram.
Yeah. But as in Jew, okay, we'll get onto that. Right now, like, your parents see what you're doing. Do they don't have any comments based on your work?
Oh, no, they definitely do. They just want me to, find a D and find God. They definitely say that all the time. And they keep pressuring me to get a wife. And they're like, listen, if you want multiple wives, we can do that too. And I was like, hey, guys, just relax. You know what I mean?
But look, you guys are all about self-improvement, right?
Yeah.
Don't you think it's a waste of time what you're doing?
As far as, in what regard?
Just multiple girlfriends?
So I'll give you this, right? Time-wise and value-wise, is it worth it? Not really. However, you need the experience. Because, for example, let's say you get married early on, right? You're going to wonder to yourself, damn, why not her? Why not her? You're going to wonder in your mind. Versus if I do all this stuff now, it's out of my head. I can move forward with a clear mind.
But I always say this also. Okay, I get that point of view, right?
Yeah.
Definitely. But also I tell myself the longer you do that, you're just kind of like postponing the time that you find that one great person. And maybe by then all the great girls are gone.
But how do you choose her if you don't know what's good or not?
But as in,
like, let's say now, when you're dating multiple, trust me, the multiple that you're getting that are accepting it, they're not the good ones anyways. Because the ones that are accepting your terms are useless girls. Let's be honest. no great woman is going to come and accept your terms. So
I
you're
disagree.
basically picking multiple useless women and telling them, hey, I'm going to have multiple relationships. And they're all saying, fine, great, I'm useless. You can't have some money. Fine, why not?
It's based on value, though.
Yeah, because you're picking very low value women. Trust me, if you go to like a very high value businesswoman that's going to be committed to you, she was like, all right, peace out. I make good money. Peace out. I don't want your nonsense.
No, that's incorrect. And I'll tell you why. So the reason why for men, right?
No, honestly, I don't think it's incorrect. But generally, like, look,
Here's the thing. As a man, right? You are in charge of who you bring into your life and who you don't bring into your life.
Yeah.
And the thing is that most women left unchecked can be a liability and really destroy you. I'm talking about here in the West now, in the United States. Here, you know, there's a strong family unit here in Dubai, the Middle East in general, very strong family unit. You can be pretty rest assured that if you meet a woman here, she's going to have good values. The United States is not like that.
But I think you still can find that.
Well,
I get it. I get it.
Just because you can doesn't mean it's going to be easy. And here's the other thing too.
But why should it be easy?
Yeah, nothing
like you guys are, why should it be easy?
Because most women don't come from a two-parent household where there's a strong father figure. So what I'm saying is this.
It's hard. I don't want to find it.
No. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that you need to go out there, deal with multiple girls, figure out what girls are useful, which girls are useless. And you're only going to be able to do that by getting experience and dealing with a lot of girls. However, let's say you haven't had that much experience with women, you're not that good with them. You find a girl, she's attractive, and it's like, oh my God, she gave me a blowjob. I'm going to commit to her.
I get
and you picked the wrong girl.
No, but I get it as in, like, I get what you guys are saying.
But
you know,
experience with the bad ones isn't really experience.
No, it's fine. I get that point of experience. But let's say you guys now, as in you feel like, hey, I'm a high value man and I'm experienced enough. Because I'm guessing you think you've had enough experience. Why are you not now trying to say, you know what? Guys, like, actually, preach your message. Guys, go out there, try, have multiple girlfriends. But eventually down the line, you're going to have to find that one person that you want to commit with and have a great relationship. Like, I'd like if the narrative changed. Like, I get the experiment, try. You're never going to find out. But as in now that if you really believe you're high value, now say, listen, guys, after all of that, the end goal is this. But I feel like you don't have an end goal.
But ultimately, does that feeling ever go away? For example, you're single, right? Why are you single?
Because right now, to be honest, I'm very focused on my work. As in, like,
there's no rush, right? There's no rush.
There's no rush for me. And also, to be honest, I want to literally, like, if I do commit, I just want to commit, have a family. That's my end goal. I don't want to date just to date. I've had previous experiences. I've dated, great, it's been fun. But right now, my end goal is work, have a family.
But like you said earlier, there's no rush. So at first, there's no rush either. However, at the same time,
but as in, like, I'm not gonna block that blessing. Like, if let's say right now I'm single, and if that one great girl does come, great, I'm not blocking it. But if I have 4 or 5 girlfriends, trust me, girls are gonna see, like, all right, you know what, this guy's just a random player.
See, my thing is, I want guys to be able to choose when. And the thing is that when you learn this skill set, you're able to assess when a girl is useful versus being useless. You're able to quickly get rid of those girls that aren't helpful to your life. My thing is, you're only going to be able to do that when you deal with a lot of girls. So you know, okay, this one's a good one.
But how
this
much
one's
is
a bad
a
one.
lot? Like, okay, at what number of girls are you going to realize that?
Well, here's the beauty with that.
That's a good point.
Here's the thing. We teach guys the skill set, and then they can pick after.
When they want
but my thing is, I want guys to pick the girls versus them getting picked.
Okay, now.
Most guys get picked by girls versus them picking the girl.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say they pick the girls, like they pick it 100 times. At what point do they stop and say, hey, you know what? I'm picking the wrong type of girls.
Ultimately, it's up to that person. We're just saying, here's the tools laid out
we
for
give
you.
them the tools.
You decide what you want to do as a man. Remember, it's your life.
But it becomes an addiction problem. And also it affects a potential good relationship, because then the guy starts comparing those girls to this girl, and they're going to be like, you know what? She's not as fun. The other girls they were more entertaining, and you know, it does play mind games. It's sort of like, you know, okay, I'm curious, like, let's say people are curious about certain drugs and stuff, but you know, I gotta try it. But you know, it can eventually lead to a whole downfall in life. So you really sometimes you don't really need to experience everything in life, you know what I mean? Because it has bad side effects long term, in my opinion.
Well, I understand that, but promiscuity doesn't have the same negative effects on men as it does women. And the thing is that with men, right, in today's day and age, right, in the Instagram era and the social media era, and the era where, you know, girls nowadays are more promiscuous than ever before. Again, I'm talking about the West.
Yeah, Western world.
You need to be able to assess and determine which girls are worthy of a relationship and which ones aren't. And the only way you're going to be able to do that is through experience. Now, with that said, if you do find a girl that's, you know, great, etc., you're able to go ahead. This is going to be my main girl, and then if I'm going to have other girls on the side, that's fine. But when you have a main chick, it's not the same as, you know, girls that you're just having fun with. But again, that's why we teach guys the skill set, so that they can pick if they want to be monogamous or not. But the problem is this: Most men are monogamous out of necessity, not because they want to be. I want guys to be, you want to be monogamous? I want it to be a conscious choice that you choose, not that the girl chooses. The problem is that most guys are like, my ball and chain, oh, happy wife, happy life. And the girl runs the relationship and they're just doing everything they can to keep her. And that's where I have issues. You need to be the leader. You need to be the dominant. If you want to have her as your main girl, that's cool. But at any point, she up whatever, you go get another girl. And I think that genuinely think that's when women behave the best, is when you have other women in line, they get in line.
But you don't believe that both the man and the woman can both be like lead
Equal?
together? Like, I mean, like in terms of like in leading the life they have together, you know, like a woman also brings value to the household.
I don't think she means like leader, but
no,
like as in they can make
There's
like, you know, like in
powerhouses,
terms of being
power
like
couple?
CEO,
Oh, so yeah, like a power couple, yeah,
You know what
exactly.
I mean?
The power couple dynamic is a fallacy. It doesn't
Yes.
really exist. There's always one leader and one
No,
follower.
as in, like, yeah, but like as in it could be a great support system and a great
Yeah,
leader.
if you have a really good woman who really like really loves
Yeah, she
you and
supports,
is
but you're
there
still
for
the
you,
leader.
believe me, I feel like they go like there are good people out there. I'm just saying that yes, I know we live in a really messed up world now, and like maybe within every God knows like 1,000 there's a good person, but I feel like we need to sort of, you know how like we said that one of the problems is the men. Like
Yeah.
they're adding fuel to the fire, and you know the women are looking at how come, you know, all these girls are getting all the benefits, like, you know, like the type of girls like, for example,
Instagrams.
like, you know, okay, I'll give you an example. I've seen men treat their side chicks better than their
main
wives, as well. Like, I'm telling you.
Why is that?
And it's sad to see that because, you know, this is a wife who has kids with this guy and beautiful kids, and then the side chick is getting all the perks in life, and she doesn't even get like 1% of what that girl gets. But I feel like if the guys start rewarding the good behaviors more, then the girls might, you know, it's sort of like realize, listen, this isn't getting anywhere, so start behaving better.
I mean,
you
I would
know?
argue the wife got the best gift of all, which is children and a
Kids
title
and a
and a
house.
relationship.
Yeah, but it's not fair. Like, okay, for example, why does the side chick gets all like these fancy treatments, gifts? Like, I've seen that happen, and it's
But
like,
she's not the main though.
No, but still, like the wife,
She not
the
the
wife
main.
wouldn't even like, it's like wouldn't even get a basic thing for the kid. Like, I don't want to go too detailed, but it's like the guy starts acting cheap on the wife. Why?
Well, I mean, we don't advocate for that. We always tell guys,
Yeah.
like, hey, if you're going to have multiple women, you got to at
Take care
least
of
bare
them.
minimum treat them the same. Or, you know, if you're going to have a main girl, actually have her be the main. But let's be honest here. A lot of guys are in sexless marriages. Their wife stops keeping fit. She stops going to the gym. Maybe she doesn't dress sexy anymore, whatever it may be. That's why a lot of times guys are like, you know what? She's not kind of keeping up her end of the bargain. I get it. She has kids or what she has. We have kids now.
But,
I'm
like,
going to go get a
stay-
side chick.
Actually, okay, question.
Yeah.
To be honest, most of the things you're saying, I'm actually like, I get it. It makes sense. But
Yeah.
right now, let's say you do meet a very good woman.
Yeah.
Perfect. Whatever perfect is in your head.
Uh-huh.
Would you drop all the chicks and say, you know what? This is it.
Never. And the reason why is because women
But
act
that's why
right.
you'll never find the
No,
one.
no, no,
I
no,
don't
no,
get
no,
it.
no.
Why?
Like,
Well, that's the problem. Here, hold on.
Yeah.
That's the problem. When you're trying to find the one, what's going to happen is, you ever heard the phrase, 2 is 1 and 1 is none? When you have 1, you're close to being none. And here's the problem. This is going to be an unflattering reality about women, but I'm going to be honest here. Women typically behave the best and give you the best treatment when they know that they can be replaced. But when they know that you're not going anywhere, that's when the bad treatment comes. That's when the disrespect, talking back, being assertive, being dominant, acting masculine. This is a problem that we have in the Western world a lot of the times, where women just don't respect men in general. Women only respect men that can replace them. Now, am I saying run around and cheat on your girl, whatever? No, I'm really big on being open and saying, hey, I'm going to be open and this is going to be open relationship. Close on your own, of course, it's going to be open on mine. And that's when you typically get the best treatment from girls, because women are competitive by nature when it comes to competing with other women. There's a reason why the makeup industry is $1 billion plus industry. There's a reason why even during COVID times, women were running around trying to find a place to get their nails done. They know that their beauty, right, and their sexuality is their main commodity. And when you have other women competing, right, for your attention, they're going to stay dressed well. They're going to be in shape. They're going to be feminine. They're going to be attractive, and they're going to give you the best treatment. That's just how it goes. Women want to share a winner versus having a loser to themselves.
Can I give one example?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's Tom and there's Jenny, right? Tom went to school, has a degree, works really hard, successful.
Yeah.
Jenny does the same as well, but she wants a man. So Tom meets Jenny at school, or maybe after work, right? They get together, they get married, right? They're happy, living very well. But Jenny's like, you know what? I was in the gym, I was working on myself, now I have a man, I'm satisfied. Stops working out, eats a lot more food. Not the same Jenny that he met a couple years ago, right? Jenny's no longer the same, has kids. Now, Tom was like, damn, the woman I married is not the woman I have today. And now I feel like, you know what? I'm gonna go and explore. I'm just saying that dynamic happens all the time. Like sex is like no sex at all. He's trying to become a better man, but like she's not developing as well.
Yeah.
And then he steps out and says, you know what? My side chick is hot. She's fresh, and I got fun with her. So it's kind of like, I get your point earlier, but like most women don't stand up to keep their standard and then men get tired.
No, but that's what I was saying. By the way, whatever you guys are saying, I completely get it. But I was saying, imagine,
you should always put effort. I get that.
On both sides.
Yeah, on both sides.
As in, like, that's why I said, like, in these situations, I get it. In the, I guess, I get high value women are hard to find. I was saying, in a situation where you find that perfect woman which will support you,
and you know she's going to maintain herself,
be high value, and I genuinely think,
you know what I mean? Like, let's say hypothetically,
what's the end goal for you guys? Like, what is the end goal?
But I can't appreciate her if I don't know what a good girl is.
But no, now
like,
what's your end goal in life? Like, as in relationship wise, because you guys, that's your thing, right? Well, what's your end goal in a relationship? Like, when you're 60 years old.
Ultimately, it's for every guy to like decide that. I'm just saying, like,
for you right
me,
now, what's your end goal?
Like right now, like I'm at a point where like I've had my fun. I've done a lot of things, you know, like girls, whatever. And ultimately, if I find someone that's awesome, that's worth the effort, has the value, I want to see where it goes. Now, am I going to settle down with her? Maybe I don't know.
No, but what's your goal? Like, is that something you want? Do you want to get married? Do you want to have a family?
Like, you have goals,
I'm still deciding.
You don't know
if you want.
Yeah, because to me the world's messed up, bro. And bringing a kid into the world, I'm questioning that right now. But at the same time, I'm open to it.
Yeah.
But right now, I don't know for sure.
But in life, there's an equal and opposite force, right? As much as there's bad, there's also good. Like, there's a balance out there.
Yeah.
But obviously, very difficult. Like we said, it's like, look, not everyone's freaking billionaire. Not everyone's millionaire. It's like whatever is harder to get, it's like, you know, it's achievable. It's like not impossible.
But for everybody?
No, but that's the thing.
Yeah,
it's just you have to. For everyone, look,
I'll tell you
it depends how if there's a will, there's a way, right?
I'll tell you something. I completely get what you guys say, and I want to add to my sister's point. Look, I genuinely do believe we're in a messed up world.
Yeah.
And I think and the reason I think you guys make a lot of sense of what you say is I know there's hundreds of guys out there that have been potentially loyal to their women, then somehow later on down the line got cheated on, heartbroken. Now have less money. Now they have no options, and it sucks. You know, it really does suck. You know that things do happen. But also, I'm a firm believer in. Look, high value men are great. I think anyone watching this should add value to yourself. Go make money. Go have a great career. But also, I don't think that, let's say I'm a type of person, I do very well in my life, but I wouldn't let's say, for example, if a girl does come and mess me over, I'm not now going to force the whole world to be negative and say all women are the same. And I'm never going to be in a committed relationship because look what happens. I need to keep them on the edge of their toes, because I do believe that just like my family or my mom, there are good women out there. And I don't want to constantly mess around with 100 girls to feel justified that, oh, you see, one person broke my heart and now I need to go and just show them because I'm a high value person, I'm going to screw all of them over. You're not going to get anywhere in life, in my opinion.
But we never said that though.
No, as in, but that's the thing. What's your end goal? Like, why do you not want to have a family? Because I think that's beautiful. I think having a family.
Oh, I never said, I definitely want to have a family. I'm just not going to have one woman.
Okay, and in that sense, what do you want then? I just want to know, what do you want?
I probably have 3 or 4 wives.
3 or 4 wives.
Okay, but if you have 3 or 4 wives, are you still going to have like girlfriends? Because remember, you want wives, or you still want to have
that's
the
thing.
extra
Are you gonna
thing on the side?
And I honestly think that down the line, I think both of you will change your opinions. I genuinely think that we always change our opinions. You know, say similar to, obviously you guys are friends with Andrew Tate. He was an atheist, now he's a Muslim. And I guarantee you 5-10 years down the line, he's already kind of said it. He's like, you know what, actually, I just want one good woman next to me and have a family. And I think those things happen. People generally realize, oh shit, what was I saying, you know? And I think, the world is messed up where we are.
Yeah.
But I'm the type of guy that says, if bad things happen to you, don't just constantly just see the whole world as bad. It happens. But if you can remain good and remain yourself during those moments, that's ultimately the highest level of yourself that you can reach.
To be honest,
let bad things affect you.
we're happy as hell right now. And I'll tell you why. So
you're making money.
That's on the table too, of course. But like, we're happy doing what we want.
Yeah.
Because most guys can't do that. They have to wake up every day, go to a job that they hate, date somebody that they don't want to be with, and it's like they're sad.
Yeah.
You're happy because we have options. As a guy, level up to get options. That's all we're saying here.
Yeah.
And make a choice for yourself.
No, I completely agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, now what you were saying as far as like, you know, a woman coming in and ruining a guy's life. My thing is, I teach guys, we teach guys how to protect themselves, right?
Yeah.
It's not we're not saying that women are going to come into your life and ruin it. But what we are saying is that they can.
They can.
And since they can, you need to put yourself in a position where they can't. And where they can't is you don't get married. You don't, if you do get married, you make sure there's a prenuptial agreement, or you do it where the state isn't involved. Right? These are all things and hazards that you have to deal with in the West that you guys might not necessarily have to deal with out here. But the divorce economy in the United States is huge. Over 50% of marriages end in divorce. Men pay women initiate 80% of the divorces. Alimony is paid 90% of the time from men to women. Men lose their children in 95% of the cases, or over 90% of the cases. So men really need to be intelligent when they deal with women. And that's what I'm saying, where the experience comes in, right? When you're a guy and you want to get married, or you want to get a girlfriend in the United States or some other kind of Western country, if you don't bring the right girl into your life, she can absolutely ruin it. And we want to teach guys to stop being simps, not be idiots, and not pick the wrong girls. Because if you pick the wrong girl, she definitely can ruin it.
But you know what the issue is?
I completely agree with you guys.
I feel like guys want to have fun girls. This is the problem. Okay, you literally, you will have, there will be two options in front of them, and they know that this girl is the good one and this is the bad one, but they still end up choosing the wrong one. It's like, I feel this is the problem. There's no self-control.
Hold on. No. Back up. Most guys don't even get that choice you just mentioned.
Really?
And this is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Women have
I just feel like they don't even want to try and look at them.
No. The men you're talking about are the top 5 to 10%
successful
of men.
guys.
Most guys barely can get a date. Women swipe right on Tinder only 5% of the time. Most women find most men repulsive. And I talk about this in a book, how most women simply don't like most men.
Yeah.
The men that you're talking about, they have a choice and I can get the good girl, the bad girl, whatever. That's the small percentage of men that are even able to do that. Most guys are nice guys that would be great boyfriends, that would be monogamous gladly. But what happens? Girls don't want those guys.
$50K a year? They don't see them.
The average man is invisible in 2023.
Yeah.
So maybe their motive is not
37 to 50,000 per year, 5'8".
But I get what you're saying.
Their intentions isn't really to be a family, I guess. And that point, they just want money, and maybe that's
they want multiple girls.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy wants multiple girls.
Yeah, but and here's the thing. I don't blame him though, because here's the thing. Women say all the time, "Why don't you settle down, etc." They'll be 28, 29, 30, whatever, and they'll say, "Why don't you settle down and find yourself a nice girl?" Well, what were you doing when you were 19, 20, 21?
Having
you were
fun,
on boats,
partying.
You were flying. You were coming to Dubai. You were hanging out with rich guys, whatever. So you want me to settle down and be chill when I'm 35 years old? I'm at my peak as a man. But when you were 21, you were having a good time. And I look at it no, men and women are on different timelines. The thing is that women typically start to mature, right, when they stop getting so much male attention. That's when they say, "Oh, I'm going to chill out. I'm going to settle down, etc." Now, again, this might not be a problem here, right, in the Middle East, right, where women typically marry a little bit younger. There's some semblance of a father. He tells you get a man when you're still at your prime agency. But in the United States, this isn't a thing. Women want to party throughout their 20s, and then they want to try to get married and hitched off at 31. And I'm looking at it no, I'm at my peak value. I'm not going to get married to you. I'm going to marry a girl that's her peak when I'm in mine.
Yeah. Ultimately, they're non-traditional, but they want a traditional man to be with them long term. And it's you can't be that and then want the opposite.
Yeah, so. And successful men are always going to want more women because they had to bust their ass to get to a point to be attractive in the first place. So when they can finally get girls, they're like, damn, I'm going to try to get as many as I can. And sometimes they got to get out their system. Every guy deals with it in different ways, but this is a minority of men.
Yeah, look, I'm going to say this. I agree with 90%. The only thing...
10%.
The only 10%
that's the problem.
10%. I do think you'll change. And not now. This video's going to get clipped in 5 years. Trust me when I say this. He's going to be sitting somewhere. You know what? It was a waste of time. I should have just had one or two. Like I said,
no, most girls are a waste of time. I admit this.
You're even going to say, I don't mind. You can have two wives, as if you're going to commit to something.
Yeah.
So, anyways, moving on. 3. It's a lot of hard work. Though,
it is.
It's a lot of hard work.
That's why I'm picky.
Yeah. Moving on, I want to talk about this. So obviously, you guys are close friends with Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
I kind of want to move into how the world's going. What's your take on this? Have you guys spoken with the team?
Yeah.
Actually, we came out here to do an interview with some people for Andrew.
We actually did a whole panel show with some of his best friends and closest associates.
Yeah.
We know Andrew and Tristan really well. I mean, they're 100% innocent. These charges are ridiculous and it's a violation of human rights at this point.
Yeah.
there's been so much evidence that came out that showed that they're innocent. These girls conspired between the WhatsApp messages,
months ahead.
You know, trying to get some money out of it, trying to get 200K euro, and getting a house, getting her TikTok or YouTube career on board. It's ridiculous, and the fact that they're still being held preventatively is outrageous.
But do you think it's only about the girls at this point? Because if it's gone that far, like,
do you think there's something they don't know?
There is an agenda behind it.
We don't know
that we're not aware of publicly. Yeah. But obviously speaking, what he's saying in the public has an influence, and that influence leads to things happening that shouldn't be happening. So guys are waking up, they're becoming more stronger, more independent, and as a result, he's shifting the culture of how things should be with the higher ups. That being said, these people that are higher ups don't want that out there in the public. So maybe someone's having behind the scenes. We don't know for sure. Yeah. But is the agenda being pushed behind that? So for sure.
Damn. All right, but I have a question. We're gonna go back to relationship stuff because guys, you guys are you're a relationship channel, right? It's like that's
it's a men's podcast.
Right. Free Top G.
Yeah,
Free Top G.
Yeah, Free Top G.
It's so Tristan. It's ridiculous what they're doing.
Tristan and Andrew.
And I know the case very well. I used to work in law enforcement myself, and this is probably I used to investigate human trafficking, which is why this whole case is ridiculous to me.
Yeah, but okay, when you were working in the police, did they ever try and get you to push an agenda?
No. So for me, my prior experience, I was a special agent of Homeland Security. So what I did was I basically did drug trafficking, human smuggling, guns. I did a lot of Mexican cartel stuff. I was on the southwest border for a very long time. But I mean, no, not necessarily. We just went after guys that were committing crimes against the United States typically, and a lot of them were foreign nationals, smuggling in drugs, smuggling in illegal aliens, or smuggling in weapons out of the United States into Mexico.
Was there ever a time where someone told you, like, don't look at this evidence, ignore this? Was there any bribery happening?
No, never for me, but it happens, and they take it pretty seriously. If you try to bribe an agent, like, you're probably going to get arrested. They take it pretty on the border, especially. Yeah. But I mean, it happens. Of course, it happens, though.
But to be fair, in Romania, it's corrupt. So bribery is like nothing to them.
Yeah,
it's like
the U.S. is corrupt too. Don't get it twisted. Every country is susceptible to corruption.
But here's my thing, right? Like in the Andrew Tate
but I've
case,
never been bribed. No, never. No.
In the Andrew Tate case, like, definitely the case is ridiculous. But also, I know how a lot of people are putting on Romania as a country. Do you not think it's past an entire country? You know what I mean?
I don't think
I couldn't see a country like focusing on one person. You know, like it's because we're talking about an entire country. You know how they say, oh, it could be because there's silly things like, oh, they're trying to take their money. Let's be honest. The money that two people have, even if it's $1 billion, is not enough for a country to actually really benefit off. Now, on the social aspect, it's not really doing them any benefit, keeping them. So, there is an agenda. I don't think it could be from Romania specifically.
No. It's an outside source. I'm not going to say who we think it is or what it's going to be, but someone's funding or giving them something to benefit them greatly in this sense.
Yeah.
But them taking it...
Was it a religion thing, or is that the one? Or
possibly could be. I don't want to speculate. I don't want to put it on camera, but like, let's just say...
you can say your thoughts.
On camera? I'm just saying... There's something outside force pushing this on them to do. And them actually saying, you know what, we'll take it against men that are innocent, I think it's messed up. As a Christian society, for you to do that, come on, man.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I definitely think there isn't something behind it, but I wouldn't say, okay, maybe in your sense you're saying, well, Romania shouldn't allow it in the first place. Yeah. Okay, I get that part.
They're influential, and influence when you're not controlled is very dangerous.
Yeah.
And they're not controlled, and they have a lot of influence. So,
and to be honest, bro,
try to silence them.
Romania? Who knows about Romania if not for Andrew and Tristan? Like,
he always.
I went there because of them.
You guys went there?
Yeah.
Would you go back?
No, not now.
Now, no.
We spent 2 weeks with Andrew and Tristan in their home. We saw how they move, how to operate, bro.
Yeah,
they're
these
good guys, man.
Yeah, bro. Holding women against their will. They stuff for them to get the girls out.
Yeah. They Uber them home. Like, hey, you're tired. Here's an Uber. Go home.
Yeah.
And it's funny. Okay, this for the camera. There's a camera footage in every single room, right? There's a camera set up in every single room. So they can see the people leaving coming outside the house, right? Why did they not use that evidence against the case?
Yeah, that's
if
crazy.
If they did, they'd be innocent, 100%. But they don't. Why is that?
The accusers left the compound to get pizza and come back in.
Yeah, that was
like
crazy.
I said. I think it's not.
Look, what they have anyways right now in terms of evidence is stupid. I mean, if that is the actual case they want to go by,
I think there's a bigger picture.
If there's something else, then maybe. But they haven't released.
If that was your brother, your cousin, or your friend in jail,
ridiculous.
How would you feel?
Yeah, ridiculous.
Terrible. Yeah. So that's why we're fighting so hard.
I've said it multiple times. I've done multiple videos about it. Yeah, I think at this point it's just like there's not much more you can say. It's like you can only talk so much before no one cares.
Yeah, I know the case very well. All the charges are BS. Like between the girl with the grape accusation and the human trafficking, it's all a lie.
But that's kind of scary to a certain extent. Like
for men,
for anyone in general. Like if that is the case, like you said, look how many people have spoken about it, but we really can't do anything. Now, it's not like you can just as powerful or influential as let's say you guys are or we are, you can't just tell everyone like go raid the jail and get him out.
There's bigger powers up there that like we. Yeah. So
guys, don't ban me. Just ignore this part of the podcast. I mean, no, guys, the world is perfectly fine where we live in. Just ignore it. Have you guys considered moving to Dubai?
Actually, I was looking at some apartment. I might get like a spot out here.
We'll get a spot here. Maybe not move full time, but we'll definitely come back.
Yeah,
and forth
part time. Yeah.
How has your Dubai trip been so far?
Amazing, bro.
It's been good. There's just too many. But other than that, it's good.
I'm gonna leave that out.
Oh, my bad. I thought you wanted me to keep it real. Okay.
I keep it real about the other stuff.
Our first day in Dubai, we were at a nice hotel with an awesome view. We could see the water, the buildings, and the food was great. People were really nice. Overall, though, I will say this: the women here are beautiful.
Yeah.
And respectfully, I see why they're held in so high esteem. Now, as well, the business here, I think great because once again, business here is going to be booming because people come all over the world. There's buildings here, there's structure, there's also as well
it's very
economy,
safe
and
here.
it's safe. I could say, for example, in Miami, it's safe too, but to an extent.
Yeah.
Over here, I feel super safe.
It's very
Walk
safe.
outside 3 in the morning.
You
my
can,
girl,
like,
my dog. Who knows?
Yeah, you could
Anyone,
just
actually,
go
women can walk
anytime
outside.
out. Like if you had kids, like you wouldn't be like worried to let them go out like with their friends to a coffee shop. Because look, a lot of places are open here like 24/7. All coffee shops and like restaurants.
That's crazy.
Like 24/7.
We met Tam Khan, right?
Yeah.
And he says literally his home is open, his car's open. It's like because everyone here is respectful in a way.
If you go past my area, like half the gates are open.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. That's why I'm kind of scared for everyone to move here. Like, just don't ruin it.
Yeah.
Like
It's very safe here.
like don't ruin it.
No, but that's the thing with like Dubai. There's no tolerance. Like if someone does
If you get
something
caught.
bad,
Yeah.
literally they like you're.
And that's
you're
why I love the
out.
government because in other countries, the reason why you see so much theft and stuff, I guess, you maybe do like
Slap on the wrist.
a slap on the wrist,
Back.
2 days, you're here, you're still out the country. Goodbye, never come back.
Yeah.
So
Like there's not enough fear factor. I'm guessing in other places in the world. That's why people still do it.
Yeah, I mean, crime in the United States is pretty outrageous, and just coming from a law enforcement background, I saw a bunch of crazy stuff. But yeah, I mean, here it's very safe, which is.
Do you have
really
like
good.
any videos of you doing crime stuff?
I have,
Is there
like, some
anything
old-
leaked of you?
He has a channel on YouTube.
Imagine
Tell me
it.
about
Yeah, I have another YouTube channel where like I do breakdowns on criminal cases, whether it's famous serial killers or I cover cases that are going on, or I cover pretty much every crime.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah, Jeffrey Dahmer, John Wayne Gacy. A Netflix series comes out on like a serial killer. I'll cover it, give people the real deal. I also cover some of the cases I did when I was an agent myself.
Yeah. By the way, do you guys do many podcasts with like celebrities?
Yeah, we bring on guests all the time. For example, we had Kodak Black, DJ Academics. We had Steve Will Do It. We had
I like Steve.
Michael Blackson.
We just had who we just have?
Charleston White
Charleston
was on.
White. A bunch of guests.
What's the weirdest encounter you guys have had with a celebrity?
Ooh. Damn. Should we say it on camera? I don't know.
I can't even think. He's the one that deals with the celebs.
So
he's the
I
networking
network,
guy.
Nightlife, meet people, add some value, add value back. We do a podcast. I gotta say though, imagine meeting your like
idol.
I guess celebrity idol, right?
Yeah.
And them being like weird, not cool at all, and they're actually assholes. Not everybody.
No, there are. There are.
This I know. I can go.
Yeah. And it's funny because as a podcaster, I have to literally humble myself. So you know what? Fresh, suck it up.
The disappointment.
I gotta just take it because I need him on a podcast. So I'll take that disrespect for a little bit, or that like I want to say like
not necessarily
weird vibes.
Like weird vibes, yeah.
Because I know for a fact the audience wants to see that person.
See,
but
he's nicer than me. I can't. That's why I don't deal with like I can't stand divas. You know what I mean? Like diva guests or whatever. But he does that.
And then it's kind of like you meet the person, you're like, okay, this is not who I thought
he has
they
a
were.
lot of patience.
And then it's all an act, bro. The person on camera that you see is not the person behind the scenes. It's crazy.
That happens often.
Yeah,
a lot.
Yeah. For us, we are who we are on camera and off camera.
Yeah, it's weird. And I think because a lot of people, right? They maybe not been in the real world. They didn't have a real job before. They just became famous or rich really young, and like they just didn't learn basic human principles.
Integrity.
And and they just like it's just strange. Like they're just not all the way there. So for me, like I have a very low tolerance for bullshit like that, so I just don't deal with a lot of like
Yeah,
diva
I've
guests.
seen you lose your patience sometimes with the
Yeah.
shows. I'm like, yo.
Yeah, it
oh
happens.
But sometimes it's, come on, man. It's a bit too far.
Yeah,
you
well,
get mad.
I mean, I think I've worked on my patience quite a bit, but sometimes, are you talking about like when I kick girls off?
Yes,
Okay.
I've seen those ones. Yo.
Bro, those girls deserve it though, man.
A quick one. Do you
Yeah,
ever
sure,
do it
please.
for clout?
Never.
No.
Do you ever like
Never.
say, all right, listen, I know if I just burst out,
Bro,
it's gonna go
it is a
viral.
live show.
See, here's the thing. You guys have probably seen clips. Typically, when you see me kick a girl out,
Yeah.
it's been 45 minutes to an hour and a half in, and she just was being insufferable, and the chat was getting annoyed. Sometimes I do it where chat, what do you guys want? Give me a 1 if you guys want her gone, give me a 2 if you want her to stay. Most of the time, they're like, get this bitch out of here.
They're like,
And then we kick her out.
2.
So that's what
girl
the
out
most,
here.
yeah, well,
Yeah,
All
I
right,
mean,
you know what? Okay.
yeah, go ahead.
Who's your crush?
Ooh.
A woman?
Yeah.
I don't have any.
You must have one person. Come on.
Nah,
Okay.
man. I don't have it. I don't have
Alright,
a female
fine.
crush.
how's
Okay.
about a girl that you want to interview one day?
Okay.
Who's like one girl that?
Well, you know what's funny?
I really can't think of one.
I've
knows?
met all my crushes.
Who?
I've met all my crushes.
Who
You
are they?
met your crushes?
Oh, yeah, who's
Who
your
are
crush?
they?
I can't say, bro. That's
No, you
confidential.
have to. You have to.
Confidential, man.
Why
That's
did you
called
say
shooting
I
your
asked
shot.
Imagine you're, I guess, like, you're
Maybe
most like,
if you say it, it might
Maybe
happen.
she'll be like, oh shit,
I
I
meant-
didn't.
I meant all of them.
Consider.
Yeah, but maybe she'll say, I didn't know you feel like that. Yo, let's
Yeah,
hang
next
out.
time.
no, they knew.
No, but say it.
No, you gotta say it. Elaborate.
Okay.
Give us one. If they know, it's fine then.
Manifest
I can't say
it.
it, bro, because, like, then I
No,
can't say it,
come
bro.
on.
Bro,
Sometimes
you know
people
how many
don't
times?
know.
Remember who was it? There was like some
Oh, there was an
celebrities
actress,
that said it, and then they were together like
and
later.
then later on, but already the guy got married, and she was like, I forgot the name of the girl, and she was like, yo, I came to your house, I had a crush on you, you completely like friend zoned me, you were playing PlayStation,
Okay.
and then he's like, I didn't know you had a crush on me. Like that's
yeah,
what I'm
just-
saying. Sometimes
Okay.
you gotta say it.
So I'm gonna be fair with you guys. It's like exclusive. I'm dating my crush right now.
You're dating your crush.
Yeah. Are
you
I-
serious?
I
she's
met
a
her
celebrity?
on Instagram. I sent her DM. I said, come to Miami, and the rest was history.
Oh.
Who is it?
Is it
I'll show you
like-
after. I'll show you after.
All right, but it's like famous on Instagram.
Is it famous? Someone famous?
She's pretty famous, yeah.
So
Oh.
you're a liar, or you're one of you is a liar then, because you said
What?
high value women cannot have big Instagram accounts and stuff.
No.
Who, me?
Yeah, I saw
No, I
it.
did. Yeah, no, I wouldn't want my chick on Instagram.
No,
Like,
you
No,
said
remember, I said dating.
no, him. I'm saying as in you said. I watched the video. I can
Yeah,
pull
yeah.
up the clip. It was
Yeah.
like, if you're a high value man, you don't want your girl to be on Instagram. You don't want her to have many followers. So what do you say about that?
Well,
No,
no,
but
no,
we're
no,
dating, though.
no. Here's the thing.
But there was smile.
Sorry, with
it's
you,
like-
no. By the way, I think that's a great girl.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure
Yeah.
out what.
yeah,
he
we're
said.
different. Number one, we're
Yeah.
two different people.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
what
yeah.
he does and what I do are two different
Okay,
things.
but
My
do you
thing
agree
is,
with this thing now?
well,
No. Remember, there's two methods to the madness, right? His is very clear cut. I'm more like, I might sell a dream or two.
Yeah, I'm trying to get you guys to fight right now. He said it.
No.
He said it.
Nice
not me.
try. Nice try. But because I know the girl that he's referring to. He's
Yeah.
not saying everything. He's keeping a lot out for y'all.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the thing is that, no, I mean, if you're in a serious relationship with a girl and she has her body all over the internet, etc., yeah, that's not a good look.
No, but what
I
if she has a
agree- I-
profession on the internet? What if she has a beauty line, something like?
Does
you
your
know?
girlfriend?
if she has a beauty line, then
Because the way you just said it sounds like an OnlyFans that has her body. Like, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about like a girl that like has her body all over the internet and she's like just showing it out.
Okay,
etc.
no, we're
But, like,
talking like a
normal pictures that
regular,
say, like, this
like a
outfit.
regular girl.
Yeah, if she has like normal pictures, that's cool. But
okay,
like,
let's
if-
say she's promoting her makeup or something. Like, it
well,
could
she don't need to be
it.
in the pictures, then does she?
But like, you know how it is. Okay, no, guys.
Kylie
No.
She
Listen,
don't need to be in the pictures,
no, but the
does she?
thing is, guys, you realize how I mean, you already know. Like, you're the face of Freshandfit, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
people, the way media works, you know, there needs to be like a face behind it,
Right.
a face value, and people like to feel like connected to that person. So that's the thing.
I don't date famous girls personally.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
I don't like girls all in the limelight, whatever.
But that's the
like,
thing. Most girls who do have big accounts, they're there for like a goal. They have like a brand they want to go for. They're doing some sort of profession. You know, like
that's true.
There's something.
But
there
most
to
girls,
it.
let's be honest, most girls don't make $1 off social media. Most girls do it for
Facts.
attention. Most girls want to get flown out here and there.
I mean,
so
but then again,
my
we're
thing is,
talking about, like,
if I'm
the
taking
most
girls
of-
seriously, I wouldn't want her all over Instagram, all over the internet, showing her body. That's a bad look on me.
No, I
Yeah.
get the body
but
thing.
then
and I
there's
get,
always
like,
good out there. We're not gonna like take away that there's
there's
always
hope.
one. There's a good pebble
But-
in all of the pebbles.
But the pebble, the hope of the pebble,
like
or
there's
reality.
a diamond somewhere.
Two different
You
things.
find it.
Reality and then
Yeah,
hope.
exceptions don't make the
I'm,
rule.
I'm with him.
but-
I like what he's doing. He's good. You're just.
Yeah.
We need to fix you.
I feel life is
I
like
like
about
you. We need to fix
numbers,
you.
you know? Like we live in a probability world now. So like obviously the majority and then
But look,
there's
you
like
know,
a few.
like, why
you know?
would
We go off of what's probable, not what's possible.
Why
Yeah.
would you not date a girl that has social media? And look, I'm saying not as in like, as in just a girl that has social media. There's enough actors out there.
If
that
she
are
has
not,
I'm not saying she can't have social media. What I'm saying is that I don't commit to girls that have their body all over social media.
okay, but as in, you can have 10 million followers as long as you're respectful on social media, fine.
Well, here's the thing.
Like there's politician
This
girls.
like
Look, he's giving us political answers.
No, because no, it's not that. It's not that. It's cool. This is your job. You got to ask the tough questions, right?
Yeah.
What I've come to realize is when women have a lot of followers,
Yeah.
or they have status, typically bad habits come alongside of that.
Yeah.
That you don't necessarily want to wife up. Girls that have a big following, girls that have a lot of status, etc., they tend to have big egos, and egos don't work well with women.
Yeah.
Okay, in general. If you're a guy, you got a big ego, that's one thing. Men have to earn their egos. Women, a lot of times, let's be honest, they don't earn their egos. They're pretty. Oh, I got 1 million followers, whatever. So when girls have a lot of their ego inflated through social media, through the internet, etc., right? They have a higher perceived sense of self-worth. And when they have a higher perceived sense of self-worth, it's hard for them to respect you because women are very attracted to status. Men are not. I'll date a girl all day that has no following if she's attractive and submissive and follows me.
Yeah.
But women, on the other hand, don't operate that way. When a woman has status, she wants someone at least on her level, if not more. So what I tell guys most of the time, you don't want to date a girl that has a big following or has status because it's going to be problematic for you in the future.
Yeah.
Now, am I saying every single girl? Absolutely not.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
But a lot of girls, it will be
Yeah.
a problem.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah, I agree with
But you
that.
never know, man. Just that one.
Women
lucky
don't do
jam.
well when they have
That
status.
one
The man
jam,
needs to have the
bro.
status. The guy's always got to be better than his girl in every regard. That's how you get
It's
the best out of your woman.
reality. Yes, we agree. Like
Yeah.
I totally know.
Your
like,
girl
I
can
have
have
a
more
question.
status than you. Look, you know what? Matter of fact, let's look at the cover of I think it was British Vogue.
Yeah.
Right. You got Rihanna walking in the front,
And A$AP Rocky
and A$AP Rocky
holding
looking
baby.
like a pussy, right? Holding the baby, being all feminine.
Yeah, you guys saw
you
that?
know,
That was
No.
crazy,
yeah,
bro.
if you
I
look
didn't
at the
think
cover,
about it like that.
yeah,
How
like
is it?
she's no. And here's the thing: it's propaganda to emasculate men. You have Rihanna walking in the front, all assertive and dominant, the masculine, and then you got A$AP Rocky holding the baby, cuddling it like this, being the feminine, holding her hand like this, daintily. There's so little. There's a bunch of things in between the lines.
Yeah.
That if you look at it, you're like, oh, this looks like an acceptable relationship. But the reality is, when a woman's in a leadership role, it never works. But we lie to people and tell them, oh, a woman could be strong and independent and be the leader of a household. It never works.
But aren't they working? I mean, I think that Rihanna.
Yeah, but who's the leader
up
there? Who's the real leader?
I mean,
But as in, look, I don't know. We don't know.
but they're
She is.
compatible. No,
Come on, bro.
they're compatible.
like,
She's a
Don't you
billionaire.
think so?
yeah, but from looking from the outside, of course she's the leader from the outside.
Yeah.
But what if in the house he's like, yo, cook me something, and Rihanna's like, all right, babe.
Yeah, maybe we don't know.
Okay, you know
what
what?
happened.
Let's go with that. Hold on. Let's go with that.
possible.
Let's go with that.
Get me a sandwich. All right, ASAP.
Let's go with that. Let's go with that, right? Let's go with that. But here's the problem.
Yeah.
They've now indoctrinated millions upon millions of people that look at that cover to think that that's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beyonce, I did it in my first chapter, my second chapter, I talk about this. Beyonce talks about be strong and independent. You're replaceable. I can have another you in a minute. All this stuff, right? She made all these songs to inspire women to initiate breakups, to replace men, etc. But what'd she do when Jay-Z cheated on her? She stayed. Look at Sierra making a song right now, getting dragged on Twitter as we speak right now.
Yeah.
She be strong and independent, but she has a man to go back to. And the women are starting to see the BS. They're like, yo, you have a man you're going back to. What are you talking about being strong and independent?
Yep.
Women don't want to be strong and independent. They want a man that they could be dependent on. That's strong.
Hold on, I have a question real
Yeah,
quick.
yeah.
So you're Mo's sister, right?
Yes.
Mo, you're successful.
Yeah.
You have nice cars, nice lifestyle.
Yeah.
Why have you not found the girl of your dreams yet?
I think everything's about timing. I think if it comes, it comes. Like, I wouldn't block my best thing. I've been in relationships, I've dated as well.
How do you filter girls, man? How do you filter out like who's worth it, who's not?
As in, for example, for me, it's like I first see how their relationship is with their family. I think that's important for me. I'm very close to my family.
Mm-hmm.
So if they're distant from their family, red flag, very weird for a girl at least, in my opinion. Unless like she's, I guess, moved out or whatever. But even in that case.
No, I agree with you. It's a red flag, bro.
Yeah. So also, as in their interest, day-to-day interests, like as in I was in a very long-term relationship. The reason it didn't work out is just different interests. It wasn't anything crazy or something. It's just like day-to-day interests. You like doing this, I like doing this, So we're just gonna have little like arguments about, I want to go here have coffee. No, I want to go have a healthy juice. I don't drink healthy juice, for example.
Yeah.
So as in, I try to filter out characteristics that work, and that's about it. It's very simple. I don't really go crazy about it.
And Lana, let's say he found a girl, right, that you didn't like. Would you tell him to stop dating her? What would you do?
Yeah, I think they're quite vocal. They'll tell me like, I don't like this.
If I feel the girl is having like a bad influence on my brother, like his health, like his lifestyle is becoming a mess, and obviously I'm gonna.
Yeah, as in also like I'm a very I work a lot, so as in the girl needs to
want
understand I'm always gonna be working. As in like my time is my time. I'm gonna work. I'm gonna provide, and then I come to you. As in that's not gonna. I'm not gonna break that system for you. It's very important for me. Like I said, a man needs to provide. So
I agree.
And we want the girl to be part of the family. So like whoever comes in our family, like it's like I feel like you're getting married into the family.
All of you.
We all have. It's nice when like a
it's
girl
like my sister's
like
friends.
I want
be
her
nice
to
with my
be like
mom.
best friends with me. We go out together when he's busy. Like she comes to the house every day. It's her house. Like this is what we want, and
We live a healthy life,
like
guys.
a healthy.
This is a healthy. It's a beautiful life.
That's
What you
good.
trying to say, bro?
No, that's
You
good.
know,
I'd say one
and she
thing
can,
though.
like when they get married, like she can stay in our house. Like we,
But
like
I'd
that's how
say-
we want it to be.
And
it's
also
like,
one thing, this is why I realize like dating is also kind of toxic, because I feel like, in my opinion, that's why like right now I'm not even looking for a relationship. If it comes great. But also I feel like
he's
if
hella
you-
busy, by the way.
Yeah,
Like
I'm
I'm
very
his
busy.
sister, and I barely see this.
But
guy.
also, I feel like if you keep looking, and then you're just gonna probably end up like you said, just being in multiple relationships. But I also feel like the more, let's say, you see like bad things happen, the more you see life in a bad way. So I always say this: in my opinion, people who cheat are gonna see cheaters in everybody.
yeah.
People who steal are gonna be hesitant that everyone's a thief. So people who date around are also gonna see shit. My partner's definitely dating around. Because you see what you are ideal. Like
It
if you're a great person
influences
and you've
your
never
head.
seen bad in your life, you're not even gonna assume bad on the other person. Does that make sense?
But you need to be able to see bad to identify.
Yeah, you need to
bad.
understand
Yeah.
it. Great. But also if you constantly make that a habit, then you're also like just building it into yourself. All right, great, you've understood it, but just stop it,
Then the
It's like,
paranoia
great,
is
I've
gonna
tasted
hit.
chocolate, I know how it tastes like, great, but it's bad for me, now let me stop it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I get the experience part, but I think also to be the ideal person, you need to realize, all right, you know what? I've experienced this. This is good. This is bad. I get good girls, bad girls, blah, 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 blah. But end goal, this is perfect. This is what it needs to be.
So I have a thing. I tell guys typically, and you guys might not agree with this, but I'll say it anyway. I think for a man, you shouldn't get married until you're at least 35.
Yeah.
Have had sex with 50 girls.
Oh
Have 6
my
months.
God.
Have
Oh
6
my-
months.
Haram.
Hey, for the average guy, remember, where I'm giving advice to the average guy in the United States, in the West, right? So have 6 months of savings, right? Get your money on point, make at least 6 figures a year, and go to the gym and make sure that you're in shape. And you have these 5 things in place, you're going to be way above average, and you'll be attractive to a good amount of women, and you'll be able to command some kind of respect from them. And you have the experience with women, the prerequisite experience to be able to identify a girl that isn't worthy of a relationship.
Okay, do you have a sister?
Yes.
In that sense, now, how do you feel about yourself saying that? Like let's say me, I can confidently say, I'm a great guy. Like my sister, I'd love her to see with someone, let's say a good guy.
Sure.
But let's say now I'm going to go around 50 girls.
Yeah.
Do you want your sister falling to someone like you at any point?
Absolutely.
Yep.
And the reason why is because a guy, right,
him.
that's been
Got
around.
him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Boom.
Like this, because here's the
my
thing.
God.
I would want my sister or my daughter to be with a man that's honest about it, right? About what he really wants to do, has the experience, and you want to know what? I want him to pick her because he wants to pick her versus getting picked by her. The problem is that too many men are picked by the women and the man isn't picking the girl. If you pick the girl because you've dealt with all these other girls, well, guess what? I would say he really likes this chick because he picked her and he has other options.
But let's say your sister's husband has 4 other wives. Would you be comfortable with that?
100%. If he took care of my sister or my daughter, I'd be okay with it because I understand that this is what men want. This is what comes with success, the territory of being with a successful man most of the time. And I understand this is how the world works.
Okay, if you accept that, like I'm fine with your opinion.
I would tell I would tell my
that's your
daughter
opinion, but
this
at
is
least you're like with your opinion fair with that opinion.
Yeah. I mean, I'm like, here's the thing. The problem is that we lie to women way too much. We don't tell them the truth. And I always say when you lie women by, we tell girls they're special, they deserve a Prince Charming, the 6'3" multimillionaire, be monogamous to them. That's not how the world works. I'm going to tell my daughter, you want a man that's a winner? Congratulations. You're going to have to share him. Just get the title, get the ring, get the home.
No, come on. It doesn't have to be like that.
That's what I'm saying.
Be the main
yo.
girl. Don't be a side chick.
No, but you see, also, that's what I'm saying. If you've surrounded, like, I get it, you're surrounded, but look, that's what I said. Western world, you know, guys.
It's different.
It's a beautiful world out here.
World.
Yeah,
It's a different world, man.
You know, maybe it's a culture thing. I love where I am, guys. Yeah. It's great out here.
Being here, you can get married as a virgin, and that relationship will last, right?
Yeah.
In the United States, you're a man, you get married as a virgin, more than likely your wife is going to be a virgin. She's going to have had a bunch of partners, and there's a high likelihood of divorce, and 80% chance that she's going to initiate the divorce. Now, optimally, both of you guys, you know, marry each other and you're virgins. That's optimal. But the reality is, I don't operate on what's ideal. I operate on what's real. And the reality is, women are more promiscuous now than ever before, so men have to change their strategy, right? Guys are going into the dating and, you know, sexual marketplace, whatever you want to call it, with a butter knife when women nowadays have bazookas. Women are no longer the same. They're not traditional. But women are not traditional.
I think, and this is something we can't fix as like one or two people, I think a lot of this happened genuinely because, in my opinion, 40, 50 years ago, I think there were great women out there. I think men ended up going and now cheating on them with girls, hoey vibe, etc., etc. And then these women, good women, saw, wait, you're going to this type of girl? Okay, fine, I will be this type of girl. And
it's the same situation with the side chick thing that's going on
right now. Like we said, like you'd see, let's say, okay, I see a lot of people, and they're hypocrites. They'll talk so much shit about, let's say, the Kardashians, and oh my God, they're this, they're that, they're this, and every single one of them follows them.
Yeah.
Why do you follow them if they're so bad?
Yeah, you're kind of rewarding it, and then
like,
we don't follow. Well, here's the thing. Well, number one, women are far more impressionable than men. Right, so they'll go ahead and they'll look up to someone like a Rihanna or a Kim Kardashian, who are all, to be honest with you, terrible role models, and they don't necessarily follow what they preach. But number two, you were saying that, like, you know, women are kind of leaving because the guys are cheating, or you were saying they changed because...
No, they're saying that guys are like rewarding that behavior, you know?
Of them being like...
Yeah. So let's say
okay, I disagree with you guys, and I'll tell you why. I wrote about this extensively in the book. The reason why women have changed is because of feminism. What feminism has done is it's made women earn their own money. They don't need men anymore. And since they don't need men, well, guess what? If I don't need a man, I only want a man. And if you only want a man, what kind of man are you going to want? Well, they're going to want the top shelf guys, the guys that are tall, the guys that are attractive, the guys that make significantly more money than them. So since women are in a position where they make their own money, right, they have their own success, which is cool. I'm not against women working. But what I am saying is that feminism has caused some real issues between relationships because now women only want men. And since they only want men, they want the best men. What comes with the territory of dealing with the best men? You're going to have to share them because you, Becky, Susie, Timmy, all of them. Well, did I say Timmy?
Pause.
My bad. Not Timmy.
Forget Timmy.
I meant to say Tiffany. I meant to say Tiffany. Tiffany, right?
Whatever
all
that
of
was,
you.
there was something there.
There's something that I knew it.
I meant to say Tiffany. Either way, regardless, the point is every single girl wants that guy. So you're all competing for him. If a guy has 10 girls, is he going to settle down one? More than likely, no. So feminism is what's happened. It's kind of funny. What feminism has done is it's inadvertently given all the power and leverage in the dating marketplace to a small percentage of men.
Yeah.
It's actually hurt women overall.
Yeah, look, I think the blame's on both sides. Like you said.
Well, yeah, guys are losers too.
It's a give and take.
Yeah. Women, here's the thing. So it's two things, right? Women make their own money now, so they're successful. The guys haven't necessarily caught up, right? And a lot of guys don't have their shit together. They don't make their own money, etc. So most girls look at it like, I make as much money, if not more than you, so I don't need you. I'm going to go with a more exceptional guy. And a lot of guys are kind of like, fuck it. I'm good with this. It is what it is. It used to be a guy would wake up every day, work his ass off to take care of his wife and his family. Yeah. But since guys don't have sexual access to women.
Look at these like only girl fans. Like, guys are paying for this. If they stop paying, they stop making money doing this. So that kind of, you defeat that whole industry.
But it comes back to what I was saying. Like, guys are simps.
Yeah, they won't stop.
A lot of guys. There's
That's
a whole.
What I'm saying. It's a problem on both sides. You know, it's like if you could.
Yeah, they're encouraging the behavior.
Yeah, they're encouraging behavior.
It's both parties. Like the guys need to step up, which we talk about all the time. Get your money on point. Go to the gym. Don't be a loser.
Stop rewarding stupid stuff.
At the same time, you know, fundamentally, women have changed significantly over the past 50 to 100 years.
Anyways, moving on.
Sure.
I think we covered everything in relationship.
Sure.
Like, he's in a great relationship. You need to fix up. All right?
Yeah, I got multiple. I'm good.
Do you have a maid?
Got a couple. What was that?
Do you have a maid?
Right now?
Yeah.
Got a few mains.
Potential maid.
No, that's not. There's a maid. There's not a few mains. So you can't have.
I got two mains right now.
Man.
All right, I'm very happy for that.
Listen, he's happy.
Invite us to the wedding.
I'm happy. Feel me?
They add value, right? They help me out. They're assets for sure.
Business-wise now, what are you guys up to?
So
real estate.
Yeah, so I'm a real estate investor. I own 12 properties in 4 in Miami and then 8 in Connecticut. Real big into real estate, but I diversify. You know, I'm in stocks, index funds, cryptocurrency as well. And then we, you know, obviously the book release. Go get it. Why Women Deserve Less.
Oh my god, the title.
Right? Don't be a simp. But yeah, I mean, yeah. Basically,
I like how you have your photo on the back. Like,
I appreciate
I'm the proud,
Yeah,
I'm the proud author of this. I would not put my face on this book.
it's all good, man. It's not for all of us.
Nah, but actually, I won't give it a read. You know, you have to.
Can you just open?
I put a lot of studies in it. Like I back up a lot of my arguments with studies.
Bro,
Like I
just
talk
open
about.
Did you actually write it? Did you have like a help in writing it?
Well, I had my friend Aaron Clary help me write it.
Okay.
Right, because it's my first book and he's very well versed. But like we went back and forth going through it. I did the audible on it myself with my own voice. But yeah, it's very well researched with studies and everything. Because like I back up what I say. Like, hey, this is how much relationships fail, etc. You need to focus on yourself, not be a simp. Become the man that they want to be with.
Chapter 7. You deserve more. They deserve less. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
So are you similar real estate? Do you guys get into similar type of businesses?
Yeah, real estate. I do auto traders as well. So for example, I'm learning how to trade as well on the side. I also want to get into a business, like another business, other than the podcast and stuff. So I'm learning on different avenues as well. But main things are real estate, trading, and then of course YouTube.
Do you guys sell any courses right now or no?
We have 2, but we kind of
Yeah, we don't push them like that.
Yeah,
we have a course on how to get girls on Instagram. It's called DMs on Demand, and then we got another course, High Value Academy, on like how to get your stuff together as a man.
I genuinely want to. Like, you have to give me access to these courses. I just want to see what you guys say.
No,
you know?
yeah, absolutely, man. We'll give you access. We
Guys,
don't
remember we came from nothing, bro. Like legit, we were hardworking individuals in America.
Yeah.
From zero, from Chick-fil-A up until now. He was working as the police.
I was an agent before.
Agent, and like we worked our way up. As men, we worked on ourselves mentally, physically. And as well business-wise, and we made it to this point.
How do you guys make your money? Just wondering, like, is it like, as in, I want to know because the podcast game is something a lot of people want to get into.
Yeah, I'm real transparent about that. So, so I have 12 properties. That brings me in a good amount of money.
But was that before podcast, after podcast? Like,
no, it was
during that stage.
It was during. So I started. So after I left my government job, I was like, it's like a blessing in disguise. So the YouTube channel started to blow up, and they brought me in one day, and they're like, hey, you got to pick one. What are you doing? You're talking crazy on the internet. The government, yeah. When I was working as an agent, because I started my business. Yeah. So basically, this is what happened. I had a fitness business, right?
Yeah.
And then I started up a YouTube channel. As we started to, go into the dating stuff, obviously you have to expose unflattering realities between the genders to teach guys how to be attractive. And with that comes some controversial talking points like we've been discussing so far. And they were like, hey, you got to like pick one. And at that point, we had employees, we had a team. I was like, I can't turn my back on them. So I ended up resigning. Right, I left on good terms. I have nothing bad to say about the agency. But after that, I was like, okay, I need to replace my government income with passive income, and that's when I started real estate investing heavy. So I literally pulled out my retirement from the government, bought my first property, and then I just been like buying ever since.
And then after that, the YouTube stuff. Did you guys start straight away on the YouTube thing together, or did one of you start?
So he had his channel, and then I had my channel, and then we combined forces to make the podcast together.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then it worked out really well.
And a podcast base, is it just ad revenue? Like,
So
for us, it's a bunch of stuff because remember we're live streaming, so we get live donations.
Oh, you can get donations.
You get ad revenue.
Yeah.
You get sponsors.
I need to do that.
So that's
credits.
why you guys do the live.
And then remember though, like for the most part, people start podcasting and then they stop. We used to do, and this is no cap, 7 days a week for a year and a half.
Like
so
live
imagine
streams.
2 to 3 shows a day, 7 days a week. There's no breaks, no vacation, no stops. Name me one podcast that does that. Nobody.
Yeah, we film a lot.
We put in the work.
Now we do 6 shows a week. So we do 2 shows a day, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Yeah.
And then if we have a special guest in town, we'll do an extra if needed. But 6 bare minimum a week. And it's all live stream. And then you got different. We work with Rumble as well. Shout out to Rumble.
Shout out to Rumble.
Oh, did you get banned of you? No, you're still on YouTube. But
We're still on YouTube somehow. Yeah.
Did Rumble have a deal with you? Like, just wondering.
Yeah, we work with Rumble. Yeah.
Shout out to
Rumble.
The CEO.
What's the CEO's guy? Everyone loves the CEO.
Yeah,
He's awesome.
we don't want to say his name.
Yeah. He's
I
I
thought
think
it
was
was
it
great.
Mike or something.
Nah.
Sneeko said it, but anyways.
He did say it?
Yeah.
He said someone's name.
Well, I'm not gonna say it, but
Anyway.
shout out to him.
Shout out
to Rumble CEO.
All right, final
Yeah.
question. I'll ask separately because
Please.
obviously,
Yeah.
what's your end goal?
Ultimately,
Yeah.
let me make this foundation though, just so you understand what I'm saying right now. So basically, when I first came to America 6 years ago,
Yeah.
I had a list of goals I wanted to achieve. I hit all those goals, and I was like, damn, I feel great, but I'm still not satisfied. So I set more goals, right? Achieve those goals again. Did a podcast, hit 1 million subscribers on YouTube. Did the whole shebang, cars, lifestyle, retire my mom. It's like, okay, hit all my goals again. What's next? So now it hit me. My goal is to continually add value to more people that obviously like watch us, that support us, but at the same time like have a business that I actually love and care about. I do it with the podcast, of course, but like to me, having that and then more on my plate helps me because once again, you hit a certain level in life, you're like, you know what, I made it. I did it, but it's never really enough. But having purpose in your life where you add value to other people outside of what you do normally adds more to yourself as well. So for me right now, like I'm working on like doing more for people and at the same time like adding real value to the world.
Well, what is that? Like what is that purpose
So that includes like, for example, we do the podcast, you know, talking about like dating, you know, money, success. That adds real value. But as well, I want a business that's tangible, where it's like, you know what, I'm actively going out there helping people. Like, for example, staffing agency. You know, people giving people jobs, stuff like that. That's real, tangible benefits.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. Like,
but you know what that thing is exactly you want to build that company, or are you still?
I'm still deciding right now. I have some options in my head, like I said before. But right now, that's my goal. And I'm also writing a book as well. Should be done by midsummer.
How do you feel if his book does way better? And he says women deserve more.
How would do that? You know what's funny?
I will buy a box.
You know what's funny?
I'm buying his book.
2 bucks.
Who's buying this?
The title. Yeah.
No, I'm buying this, but like his sounds better.
Army will support
I'm actually working on book 2. It's going to be Why Women Deserve Even Less. And then the third one is going to be Why Women Deserve the Least. That's going to be the third version. That's the fourth one.
But ultimately, though, I think we've created a good platform where we can add value to men because men don't have much of a voice anymore, and we kind of give them like life again because once again, men are beaten down, not given a chance, taken advantage of, and no one talks to them. And most of them don't have dads in their lives. So it's like, you know what? If we could be a big brother or big uncle, we got your brothers.
Yeah.
So.
You know, one day you will write a book, Why Women Deserve More.
Onto the villain now.
And guess when it's going to be? When you have your daughter.
Whoa.
Oh, no.
Ouch, that hurt.
No, I'm going to give her a copy of this book and let her know that she needs to set her expectations right.
The daughter will be like, guys, no.
I can
women
imagine you one day in the
deserve
future, like your
women
kids are
deserve-
like, Dad, you said this. You're like, listen, man.
No, man. My kids are going to be super based because I'm going to tell them how the world really works. You're not special.
No, when you look at your daughter, you're going to change. You're going to change.
I will say this. I've known him for 3 years now. He has not changed one time.
Okay, question. Actually, okay,
Sure, go ahead, please.
First relationship, like, were you ever in like that one first true love relationship where you got hurt?
Here's the thing. I mean, every guy has to take L's in relationships. You can't. Wisdom comes through pain.
Yeah. So did that ever happen?
Of course, you always take L's.
I want to know about it. Like,
but I've never. Okay,
guys, he doesn't want to talk about it. It's like a little
I've
scar.
never had my heart broken. I've never loved a girl and had my heart broken. No,
Never.
never.
You've never been in
Me
love?
either.
Really?
You know, I've had love for a girl, but I've never been in love.
Yeah.
Do you
And I don't think men should fall in love.
Yeah, I think that really helped us a lot, though.
You don't believe like in love, like I want to love someone and just like really.
You can.
It's a beautiful feeling.
I think you can have love for the girl and you can love her, but falling in love is very dangerous for you as a man.
Yeah.
Because now all rational thought is gone. You're acting off of emotions versus off of logic, and only women have the privilege of acting on their emotions. Men don't.
So you're like just like cap the love, kind of like limit it. Like don't.
Well, you have to stay logically sound because the thing is that when you love a woman, right, and you can't control your emotions, well, this is how you end up with guys in prison acting stupid, etc. If anything, when you love a girl, you need to be even more logically sound because she's going to be the emotional one. She's going to be the one that's acting off of her emotions. And when men act off their emotions, bad things happen typically.
Yeah.
You need to be grounded. So if she's crying, she's feeling sad or whatever, she can come to you. You're the hard rock.
Let's be honest, though.
Yeah.
When has it ever worked out where a person was in love long term? Like
Lionel Messi,
Okay. That's one example. But
the
majority
greatest
of people,
footballer,
when they're
or
in
one of the
love,
greatest. Yeah, I got you.
Huh?
I got you there.
I mean, he's a celebrity, bro.
Well, an exception doesn't make the rule.
I'm talking about
An
like
exception
No,
doesn't
you
make the
can't
rule.
say-
person. Oh, I'm in
Strive
love.
for the impossible. The impossible is
No.
possible.
They probably has side chicks too. I guarantee you got side chicks, bro.
Actually,
That's why you can love his
you'd be
girl even more.
surprised.
He got side chicks.
A lot of girls that we talk to date a lot of these guys that are monogamous with one girl that are celebrities and behind the scenes like, oh, I'm going to so and so island. Meet me here. Meet us at this hotel. You never know.
Yeah, I'm
You
saying
never know, bro. I'm
anything's
just saying.
possible. All right,
They
but
look happy online.
what's your long-term goal? We're gonna go to the villain now.
My long-term goal.
Good call back up.
So I always say a goal without a deadline is just a dream. So for me to get more real estate property, right now I have 26, 27 doors, 12 properties. So my goal is to get that to 50 within the next 2 years.
What's doors?
Oh, doors is tenants.
Yeah.
In the
So like-
real estate world, you refer to doors as a tenant, right?
Triplex, duplex, quadplex, 4 doors, 3 doors, 2 doors.
Yeah, okay, 12 properties.
My bad. Yeah.
So
So my
more
goal is to get to
properties.
50 tenants, right?
50.
Yeah, I was just using some jargon there, but yeah, 50 tenants, right? Because that will hit me at a certain cash flow, and then get the podcast to a level where we're like in that arena with Joe Rogan. That's where I want to get it. Because I know if we reach
Why don't you get Joe Rogan on your podcast? Have you tried?
we're going to, hey man,
I mean,
we'll try.
he knows who we are now.
He's big. He's big.
Wait,
I mean, we'll try.
tried?
We don't have to connect.
We got to reach out to him.
DM him.
On Instagram?
Bro, he's not going to see
You
my
would
shit.
be shocked. Like,
Yeah.
I've DM'd some people and just like, yo, what's up? You know,
I'll try it.
my friend told
I'll
me the
try
other day, because here's the thing. I feel like so much good things can happen, but we just, sometimes it's like but if I message them and they don't reply,
Yeah,
what's
it's
going
like
to
what I
happen?
told you. You gotta say that you like someone out loud, and you never know that person sometimes.
Joe Rogan, I like you, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
I like Joe Rogan.
what I meant to say. Here's the thing. What I meant to say by that was like, no, I'd love to have him on, but I meant as in like
Yeah, you'd
Joe
rather
Rogan
have
level.
like,
I want to be at that Joe Rogan level because we have
Spotify
that
deal.
kind of reach because
But you guys
Spotify.
are really big already. I just
Yeah, but he
but
has
we're not-
massive
don't
influence.
understand.
Like
Yeah,
I want to get
Rogan's
to that
like
level.
the-
Like he's the number one podcast in the world. So I'm looking at it like, yo, I want to reach that level because I can't tell you how many times we get messages from guys. Yo, I was gonna self-delete. Right, I know we're on YouTube.
Yeah.
I was gonna do this to myself. Whatever. I was in a bad relationship with this chick. Oh, I just couldn't get over this divorce. You guys saved my life. And I know some people might say you guys are misogynistic. Blah blah blah. I would argue that we're more realistic and we tell guys how the world really works. No one gives a shit about you. You're a man. You need to get it through. Pull up your bootstraps and get it.
Do you think you're a good person?
I'm a terrible person.
No, honestly, do you generally think? Do you think you're a good person deep down?
Of course, man. Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
I mean, look, I vouch for him.
yeah, you definitely.
You know what's funny, right? Like, after being so close with him, seeing like the person, he comes off a bit rough around the edges,
But he's soft.
but he's really a good person, bro. Like, dude, if you're like in his circle, bro, he fucking loves the shit out of you. Pause.
yeah,
that's why we defend Andrew so hard.
Yeah.
I'm real big on like loyalty.
yeah.
And I know Andrew personally. I know Tristan personally. So at this point, no one can tell me anything about them. Oh, they're human traffickers or whatever. Fuck you. No,
Yeah,
they're
and
not.
and I say this also,
You know?
like you see this a lot on social media. You have these people talking about, be loyal, loyalty is the best, and they're the ones that are cheating. And you have the people that are saying,
The
look
ones
at me,
that
I make
preach
so
the
much
most.
money, and then they're the broke ones.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally a hypocrite market, and it's sad because sometimes people like you might be like, oh, he's an ass, but you're actually a very nice guy. Like, but you just come
I
across
was afraid.
I'm
when
very
you were
matter of fact
coming.
and
Like,
direct.
I've seen like clips of you, and I was just saying, oh my god, no, that the mean guy
you're like,
is
oh,
coming.
that rude guy.
I was so scared. Like I was like, oh my god,
Wow.
like legit.
Nah.
That's the thing. You see
No,
how the internet
perception,
is.
perception.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Perception.
They can have a clip and make it
he's
look
the
crazy.
evil one. Because he
No,
seems nice.
bro.
No,
he's
he's
the bad
super
guy.
nice. He's super nice.
I would say, I'm just like, what's the word? I'm very understanding, and I understand both sides.
Yeah.
Very patient.
Yeah, very patient.
I'm like you, by the way.
Yeah.
Very much like you.
Yeah, I just monitor things. I just watch it closely. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, as in like we get it. Well, that's life, man. Anyways, guys. By the way, thank you guys for coming on. I want
Thank
to
you
say
for
that.
having
us,
I
bro.
appreciate
Appreciate
it.
it, man.
This
Great
was
conversation.
Actually, one of the best
Bro,
podcasts.
come to
So
my
shout out to
you
that.
know,
You know?
come to Miami.
We're not boring,
Visit
man.
us, bro.
Yeah.
We got you guys. Trust me.
Yeah.
I want to take you
Facts.
accountable for
Yeah.
that. But look, I believe with 95% of your message, I think you guys just need to add this 5%. All right, like just
Love.
put it in. You know,
Love your
Guys,
brother, sister.
You know, no, you know. Be great. Improve yourself. You can get left. You most probably will if you don't level up. But also, try to be a good person. Just try. Maybe if you are someone that is satisfied with like a nice, healthy, loyal, monogamous relationship, try it.
Don't
Maybe.
give up.
Maybe.
There is hope out there.
And
There is.
A little bit of hope.
Yeah, but no, honestly, I love.
Hey man, we don't operate on hope. We operate on probabilities.
No, I love the general message.
No, it's-
I think it's a good
you know.
mix. Put your hope and your logic. Like that's
Yeah.
kind of what I do
So
in life.
just it
I
helps
work
you not
hard.
get disappointed.
Most
you know?
likely,
Yeah.
everything's fucked up, but there could be like something good out there.
But when you get that good thing,
Hold on to it.
hold on.
Hold on to it, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Why not get 2 or 3 of them though?
Oh, jeez, here we go again.
Anyways, guys, thank you so
Thank
much.
you,
I appreciate it,
guys.
guys. Go check out the book, I guess, Why Women Deserve. I don't know. Can I be promoting this? This channel. Let me get banned.
You know what? It's fine. We don't got to promote the book. Just check us out on
Mom's
Freshandfit
gonna
on
kill
YouTube.
you. Mom's gonna kill you,
Guys,
bro.
when he releases his Why Women Deserve More, definitely get that
Yes,
book.
yes.
too.
Actually, no, he's coming
I'm
out with a book on
waiting for
networking.
that.
Yeah,
His
I'm
book is
waiting
on
for that.
networking.
Yeah, that's my
His
passion.
doesn't deal with girls at all. His
When-
is networking.
But that's a good idea, though. I
What's the
posted
name of your book gonna be? Do you know?
In a nutshell, it's going to be how to become successful through networking.
How to be successful through manipulating women.
That would be my second one. But yeah, no, man. Yeah, we're on YouTube, Fresh and Fit, and Rumble.
Yeah.
Guys, go check them out. Everyone. Honestly, great guys. Love that I got to meet you guys.
Thank you,
Listen, if you
guys.
ever see
Yeah.
something bad, meet the people and
Yeah.
you get the reality of it. But amazing. Yeah.
Thank you for
That's
having
it.
us on,
Thank you,
guys.
guys.
Thank you. Woo!
Let's go.
That was a fun one. Honestly, great meeting you guys.